Hi, today I'm going to show you how to do question 5, a bank reconciliation from the 2017 exam. So there are the requirements. So there's the cash payments journal, cash receipts journal, the past reconciliation statement, and down here you've got the bank statement. So the first thing we need to do, we need to check off any items from the past reconciliation statement onto the bank statement. You see here the first credit here, FPOS deposit, that was from the last bank reconciliation statement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tick that off there, and I'm going to tick that item there. So that means that those two items are sorted, and what I'm going to do now is continue down and look at the cash receipts. So the 534, I'm just going to check whether that is, there's the 534, so tick that off and tick that off, and so on. I'm just going to pause here and tick off the rest, and you can see what I've achieved after this ticking process. Okay, I'm back. You'll see that I've done a few more ticks here. There's this item here on the 12th for 268. There's a problem here because on the bank statement it says it's 286. The question says any errors are in the business record. So what I have to do, this 286, I'm going to tick it for now, but I have to adjust the error in the cash receipts, which is here. Right? So that should be 286. So I can do that two ways. I can put the error adjustment, and the difference between the 286 and the 268 is $14. So I can put $14 in here. Okay, I'll justify that to the left. Yep, $14, and that therefore I'm going to tick that off as well. Alternatively, what I could have done, that's not right, is it? It should be $18. I beg your pardon. Right, the change between 268 and 286 is $18. Alternatively, I could have taken all of that out as a minus and put the new amount in. I've just made the adjustment, as you can see. So far I've got all of those ticked, which means that there's no deposits not yet credited for the next time. I'll talk about that later. But now if I go back to my bank statement, which is here, you'll notice what I haven't yet done is to include all the direct deposits. So the items that are on the bank statement which don't appear in the cash receipts journal. So I have to add those items, the 390, the 98, the 420, and the 290, and the 40, and here we go, the 405, onto the cash receipts journal. So in the first instance, this 390 on the second, so I must add that. So I'll put here direct deposit, and the amount was 390, so I'll put that in, and so on. Alright. So usually what I do, the fact that I've put that in, I tick that off now, and it's just a process I use in order to make sure that all of these items here are then going to be accounted for. And I've got to continue for the other ones as well, so I'm going to put those in. I'm going to pause it for now, and then come back to you in a second. Okay, back again. You can see what I've done. All the direct deposits from the exam paper, for example that one, the 98, and so on and so forth, I've transferred all of those and ticked them off to here and made that total there. So you can see my process here. I've got all the things here now ticked off in the credit part of my bank statement. Then I'm going to repeat the process for the debits to the bank statement. So I'm going to go back to the bank reconciliation statement, the previous one, and try and look for the whether any of these old checks have been presented. So the first I'm looking for is $165.50 for $56. That got presented there, so I'm going to tick it there and go back here. So that one's been presented. That one's all cool. The 166.87. Check 166. That's still outstanding. I'm just going to put unpresented there for they're going to be unpresented for the next month of October. Just check 168, 134. I'm just going to check to see whether that one's there. That is here, so I'm going to tick that off. Okay. So now I've dealt with the old ones, the old checks. Now I'm going to go back to my cash payments and see whether any of these are in the cash in the bank statement. So let's have a look. 169, that's there, and so on. So I'm going to pause again and complete that process, the one I've just started. So back again. So you can see that I have ticked off a few of the checks here that were presented on the bank statement here. I've got a bit of work to do. So there's all these items here on the debit side that haven't been ticked that need to be included in the cash payments journal. So in the first instance, I've got this one here, direct transfer rent $16.50 on the 5th of October. So I'll put that in. Rent for $16.50, and the reference will be bank statement. BS I usually put that over to the side, and same with this. So it looks nice and neat. So I've got that one ticked now, $16.50. And what I'm going to continue to do is to take all these other items, for example, the loan interest and those other three, I'm going to put them onto the cash payments journal as well. So I'm going to pause, and I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm back again. I've included all the items from the bank statement that weren't ticked before, like the loan interest and the bank charges and the merchant fee and so on, onto our cash payments journal here, and I've totaled those up. All right. So just checking on the bank statement, all the items have been ticked off, and there are some items here that haven't been accounted for, and they're the ones that we need to adjust for in the bank reconciliation statement. So I'm going to put UP for unpresented checks, and that will give me the clue to include them in my bank reconciliation statement. I've got no deposits not credited. I've got these three plus that other one from the last period to include in my new reconciliation statement. So what I've done A and B in the I've adjusted the amounts to the cash payments and cash receipts journal. Now I'm ready to do the cash at bank ledger for the month of October. I need to find what the current balance is, and I'll go and refer back to the old bank reconciliation statement. It says debit balance of $294. So what I'll do, I'll put $294 in here. It's obviously debit balance on October the 31st. It's not working too well. There we are. We've got cash receipts. The formatting's terrible. Okay, there we are. And the debit should be from the cash receipts journal. which is what we did up here. There it is. The total there is 4727. So let's put that in. 4727. And the cash payments is in here. That appears as a credit. Again, I must refer back to up here, and we'll find the total is 3684. So let's put that in. 3684. So I'm going to come up with a new balance here, so I'll put that in. I'll pause while I do that. Now I'm going to do the bank reconciliation statement. So I've got to find in my bank statement the final balance here, which is 1918 credit. So let's put that in. 1918 credit. Deposits not yet credited. There were none. So the subtotal here is still 1918. And then now I've got to do is work out what my unpresented checks were, and I need to go back to up here to find in the first instance 166 for $87. So I'm going to put that in. 166 $87, and for the rest of them I'm going to find that information from the cash payments journal. So let's quickly go up there. I had check 171 for $89, so let's put that in. 171 $89 and so on. I'm going to pause again and finish it up. Okay, I've got the other unpresented checks from my cash payments journal. I'm going to total those up, and I get 581. And I'm going to now take that away from there, and I get 1336, and there we are. That's the final balance. So debit balance as per cash at bank account 1336. That agrees with what 337. I beg your pardon. That agrees with that there, and that means we've done it correctly, and we're all done.